When you get in shape, she will start stalking you. But let's start from the beginning. Rewind. So in the beginning, you meet this girl. You're happy, you know, you're texting her, and every time you get a text back, your little wood starts to get hard. Your little John starts to get hard, and you start imagining what you're gonna do with this young lady. You're imagining the day and spending time with her. You're happy, you're giddy, you know, even though you notice that you're doing the contacting most of the time, meaning you're hitting her up 90% of the time. It's okay, you ignore that, right? And you start off with this chick, you get in a relationship, and everything is cool, everything is working out, so you think. And as time progresses, you start gaining this quote unquote happy weight, right? And that's what society tells guys to do, to gain happy weight. It's normal, it's completely fine, it's all part and parcel, part of the process. So now you're gaining 30, 40, 50 pounds of excess fat, because when you're in a relationship, it's not official unless you gain 60 pounds of excess fat, right? According to society, you know, this is just what they tell us. I'm just going off what everybody else is doing, right? I'm just going off the populace. So as time goes on, you're getting big, and she is too. You know, this is the fucked up part about it, but that's further down the line in the video. So both of you guys are gaining this so-called happy weight, because being obese is part of being happy, right? And you guys are chugging down Coca-Cola, tequila, Hennessy, chicken wings, and loaded fries. And but you start noticing something strange. You start noticing she starts kind of distancing herself. She's acting strange. She acting a little funny. And you're like, what the hell is going on, right? So as time goes on, you guys are stuffing your faces and stuffing your gullets, and noticing day by day you're getting bigger and bigger, and you're aging quite horribly, right? Then at some point, old girl is gonna be like, hey, look, I'm not with this, I'm leaving you. It hits you like a damn frying pan that you use to cook up that bacon and greasy ass food that you made, right? And greasy ass burger that is 50% lean and 50% fat, okay? And you're like, what the hell happened? And it blindsides you. You're like, shit, that happened fast. I don't know what happened, and this chick left me, okay? This is what happens to a lot of guys. A lot of guys suffer this fate, and when they break up, they get some men. Now, I forgot to preface this part. Some guys get an alarm go off in their head. Some men, this is a very, very small portion of the population. Some guys are gonna be like, oh shit, you know what? I fell off. Let me get back into shape. Let me get back on my shit. So guess what? You start getting into shape. You start getting where you need to be, because you realized, hey, look, maybe not all of the problem was how you got ridiculously and morbidly obese or badly out of shape, but that was a huge problem. Now you're out on the market, you're single, but there's one huge problem: you're overweight as hell. So you start hopping in the gym, getting your diet right, tracking your macros, whatever you have to do. Speaking of, if you guys want my one-on-one coaching, if you want some help, link is in the description. Click that. And you start shedding some pounds, right? That pain, you take it and you start using it for something positive. Now, like I said earlier, this is only a small portion of men. Most men are gonna get even worse. Most men are gonna take the, I'm gonna get even worse. I'm gonna go out there and act like a complete thought, pretty much taking the same approach as thoughts do. And what do? When they break up, they go out and they get worse. They drink even more. They eat even more bullshit foods. They stay out till 4 or 5 in the morning. They're getting ran through and they're losing value, okay? And a lot of guys take this route. Unfortunately, this is the main route that most guys take. But you, on the other hand, you're like, you know what? Forget that. You start taking time off. You stop hanging out with those loser friends, and you start working on yourself, right? You start looking better. You start feeling better. You start looking younger. You start shedding that fat. Now you're posting on social media, because let's face it, whether you like it or not, we live in a very social media dominant life. I don't care how old school you are. You could be as old school as you want to. Stop trying to go against the grain when it comes to social media. A lot of things are now floating to social media. Not saying that that's the end all be all, but you're missing a large part of you maximizing on your life, whether it be money or dating life, whatever. That's a different topic though. But now your stories, you're showing yourself. You're obviously getting more fit. Maybe you show some stories where you're in the gym. Maybe you're posting some videos where you're in the gym or you're eating something healthy and you're showing off your physique, right? Maybe you hire a professional photographer and they're taking pictures of you. You're looking good. You're wearing a regular shirt and it's fitting you just right, just tight, just nice. And you're starting to get some attention, right? You're starting to get some attention from the young ladies that you never did before. Now, like I said, it's not all about social media validation, but it is a huge part. Now you're getting these likes. Now when you post a story of maybe you doing pull-ups or push-ups or bench press, or maybe you're just posing in the mirror, now you're starting to get a DM or two, right? Now you're like, dang, oh yeah, this is working. See, being fit or getting lean, whatever you want to call it, is not only about the physical part. It's about the discipline part, and it's just a reflection of your life. It's going upwards. Now, all of a sudden, Becky, Shaniqua, Maria, Khadijah, whatever demographic that suits you, whatever chick left you, now she's starting to kind of go back and look at your shit. You might even see a weird account looking at your stories. You might even see her name looking at your story. You might even see her actual profile. Sometimes these broads don't care. You might actually see her profile looking at your stories after y'all done broke up. This might happen a couple of months. This might happen after a year, right? And she obviously sees that you're quote unquote leveling up. Now, I hate using these generic newbie, Gen Z or millennial, whatever generation words, but you're starting to level up. You're starting to self-improve, which a lot of people talk bad about that, but it is what it is. You're self-improving. She's starting to see that. Guess what she's doing? She's declining. What did I say earlier? What's a thought strategy when she breaks up? Go to the club twice as much, get ran through twice as much, drink twice as much, do drugs twice as much, and eat crappy food twice as much, and get sleep twice as less. So her shit is on a downward trajectory. She done got ran through by like the 10th guy that is a chatter, a Tyrone, whatever you want to call it, that really didn't want her, right? And she was out there having fun. Now, as we all know, when chicks go out there and have fun, what they're really doing is making their value decrease. Now, you could take it for how you want. You could slice this any type of way. It is what it is, though. But they are leveling down and they're getting more bitter. So every single guy that they meet, now they're going to treat every single new guy like shit, even more than the last one. So now she is totally jaded and just has no kind of relationship skills because she didn't even work on herself. And to boot, she's about 50 pounds heavier. You, on the other hand, you took the alternative route. You started lifting. You started taking care of yourself. And now you're getting chicks that you never even thought you could. You're getting some beautiful girls. You're getting girls that you're like, damn, man, when I was with this chick, these type of chicks weren't even looking at me. And they weren't, right? That was one of the reasons that this broad left you, because she saw that, hey, look, I'm better than this guy, even though she might have been fat with you as well. She's like, I'm better than this guy. He's getting big. He's out of shape. He's always hitting me up way more than I hit him up. I really don't even want to talk to him like that. He's the one putting in all the effort, and I'm sitting back and soaking up all the validation while, and this is the harsh part, she might have even been cheating, right? She might have even been cheating, okay? And that's the harsh reality of it. But now you starting to level up. Now you got a new chick, and you might even show this new chick in your stories, in your profile, or what have you. She might even see you out and about with this new chick, and you're looking good, and the chick with you is looking good, and she's treating you much better. Why is she treating you much better? Because you started treating yourself much better. Along the line, when you started getting in shape, when you started getting lean, you're like, you know what? I'm looking good. I don't have to be contacting as much. I don't have to be chasing as much. You know what? I'm gonna let them do it, because why not? Look at me. I worked on myself mentally and physically. Now I'm worth something. See, when you were with the first chick, she was taking you for granted because you didn't feel confident in your damn self. How could you feel confident when you're getting 60, 70 pounds overweight? How is there any kind of confidence level with that, right? And you didn't realize that. You just thought, hey, this is part of the package. This is part of the relationship package. I swear to God, there's some kind of weird contract out there in relationships where people sign a paper that says, I'm gonna get fat and sloppy, right? I promise there's some kind of contract out there for that, because it just happens way too much. But little do you know that, hey, look, even though that chick was getting bigger, men are gonna be way more thirsty. So she's gonna feel like she has more value than you, but she really doesn't. All it is guys wanting a quick nut, right? But in her head, she's thinking, oh yeah, I got it, he doesn't. And little does she know that that's all those guys want. She's not going to be taken seriously. While you, on the other hand, you're getting older. See, with age, if you take care of yourself, this is a huge caveat that I don't even remember if I mentioned in the beginning, but huge caveat is, for this to even happen, for you to even level up and all that shit and get a chick that's better and take those nice Instagram pictures and stuff like that, you have to be taking care of yourself. Meaning you have to put in effort, because if you decline, it's only going to get worse. That chick is not going to be stalking you. And if she is stalking you, she's laughing at you. She's looking at you and talking with her other thotty homegirls like, oh yeah, look at him. He's bigger. He's getting more drunk, even though she's doing the same thing. But now, since you done got yourself on point, now she might even start wanting to come back to you. She might even hit you up. And it's your choice whether you want to deal with her or not. You know, if you do deal with her, it's probably going to be a one-time hit quit, or every now and then. And she's going to be like, why are you playing with games with me? And you just wanted this and that, when the whole time she was playing with you. This is how it happens a lot of the times for a lot of men. Okay. So anyway, get in the gym, get your diet right, and watch shit happen. Peace.